Now, in Thailand, the protests that rocked the capital last year have receded, and that couldn't come at a better time for a country that relies on a tourist season about to get underway. Joining me now for more on the economy in the land of smiles is a man who should know, Thailand's Finance Minister, Chatikavanji, and he joins us on the line from Bangkok. Con, always good to have you with us. Now,
good morning.
Thailand. Good day. Hey, Thailand's recession eased in the second quarter. I mean, how confident are you that the recovery is on solid ground?
I'm pretty confident, although we have to admit that second quarter improvement relied pretty much on government injection of funds into the economy. Government investment picked up significantly, as well as consumption that was induced by government policy. So we can't let up. Notwithstanding that, the private sector is giving us every indication that the situation for them across all sectors is improving for the second half of the year.
Projections for third quarter GDP, what numbers are you forecasting? I mean, if you're so upbeat for the second half. We're looking for continuation of quarter-on-quarter improvement. The second quarter improved against the first quarter by about 2.3%. And we're looking for something similar in the third quarter against the second quarter. And then we'll be moving into actual positive year-on-year improvement in the fourth quarter. And I think that's consistent with two things, Linda. One, with the government investment program, which has already kicked off and will officially kick off tomorrow with the initial 200 billion baht investment program in the Invest for Strength policy that the government has introduced. And secondly, from the private sector side, every indication in terms of export orders has significantly improved in key sectors, electronics, automotive. So combined together between continued government injection of funds into the economy and improvement in private sector orders for goods and services, I think our forecast looks on solid ground. Quantify that for us. I mean, you're talking about the stimulus package, the second stimulus package. When will it hit the economy really, and how much will that give the economy a boost?
It will hit the economy in the month of September and onwards. The initial 200 billion baht is about 1/5 to 1/6 of the total program that is designed to be injected over the next 2.5 years. And this initial amount will be injected within the calendar year 10. And the primary amount will enter the economy within the first half, actually fourth quarter this year and first half of next year. And we're anticipating that it should stimulate the economy by anything up to, in itself, about 1% to 2%. The entire Invest for Strength program will help boost GDP growth by about 2 to 2.5% per year, given that the total size is equivalent to about 15% of GDP. So we have reason to be confident that it will be stimulative and thus lead to improved GDP growth data.
Corn, the likes of Noor Rabini saying there's a risk of a double-dip recession in the global economy. How do you rate that risk in Thailand?
Well, it's not within our control, of course. If it were to happen, it would definitely impact Thailand, given how open our economy remains. And that's why the government feels it's absolutely necessary to strengthen the domestic economy as much and as fast as we can. Having said that, we can't swim against the stream entirely. We are exposed to two factors, really, Thailand. One is slowdown in global trade, and second is high energy prices. And it's a challenge, and it's why we're able to be confident, but at the same time remaining very cautious with regards to the overall environment that we're operating in.
Corn, I want to step in here. I want to touch on politics. Is Thailand likely to amend the constitution before a new election is called? We know PM Albasit has said before that constitutional and political reform is one of the conditions he's calling before calling for an election, and that could take years.
Well, we're not stuck on that issue. Frankly, we
we're very open towards moving towards political change, including potentially amendment in the Constitution. The Prime Minister has actually made that very clear within the Democrat Party that we should be open-minded about that. As to whether that will happen before an election or not really depends on the political situation. Ideally, from an economic perspective, we want to be in position at least for another year in order to make sure that our key policies are implemented before a general election is called. And that should give us sufficient time for political reform.
We're hearing rumors that your key partner, Jai Tai, is gearing up to jump ship in 20 seconds. Is that true?
Where they're going to jump to. I think you're going to be hearing rumors like that as long as we have a coalition government. So I'm not too worried about it. We talk to Jai Tai every day. We're confident that they're on board and share our views as to what needs to happen for the good of Thailand with regards to political stability.
Chatikavanji, Thailand's finance minister, on the line from Bangkok. Thank you so much for your insights.